Hello everyone, this is Chris and welcome back to Cosmic Chapter 2. And don't mind me, I'm just hanging out at the top of my new roof of my base, which by the way, I've seen your comments and I've seen that some people actually do like the water, so we will be adding that into the other corners in the future, but that's not what our goal and our mission is today. Like many elements of my base, I am putting that off. And speaking of putting off, one thing which you might remember we worked on really hard for a good few weeks a couple months ago is Hitman. And for a good few weeks we had lots and lots of rounds and things like that, but then afterwards we didn't really do anything. It kind of just faded away into I guess obscuriness. I guess because, like, you know, with quarantine slowly going away and people having to go back to work and school, like, it got much harder to finish off Hitman. Partly because of those things, but also because I think I made it so you needed way too many points. Like, you need to fill this up like 7 times or 5 times and then fill this thing up like, this game would have gone on for literally ever if we just continuously played it over and over again for months on end. And so because it's harder to have a multitude of people on at the same time, we might have to rework a little bit as to how we conclude Hitman. And so to the side of this one mega structure I built over here, there's a whole bunch of land right over here, which is just sitting here. I was expecting like some of the Cosmics or someone to claim it, but no one has. So what I'm considering on doing is sort of creating a battle arena, sort of like a Hunger Games style thing, where, you know, people can fight to the death and, you know, conclude Hitman in a proper way. But instead of having all of them coming back at once, which once again is very difficult to do, I'm considering doing a whole bunch of rounds, you know, a 1v1 and then on and on and on. We'll figure out how we choose who goes when, but yeah, that's basically the idea for what we're doing today. And probably what we'll be doing over the next couple weeks. But before that, we need to build ourselves a basalt generator, because yeah, I kind of want to stay in the theme of the basalt mountains over there. I kind of want to just stay in the theme a little bit, where maybe not the whole thing is made out of basalt, but where there's still a decent amount. So yeah, let's head back to the base and actually build ourselves a small little basalt farm. But I guess while we're in the nether, let's actually go pick up some lava. Alright, here we go. Everything seems safe right now. Let's just get 2 things of lava. I don't know exactly if you need like lava sources for each one, but hopefully this will be okay with just 2 sources. Now it's time to find ourselves a little bit of ice. And luckily for us, there is a huge icebergs biome just sitting right next to our singular base. And also, by the way, I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but there's actually a huge ice track just sitting around this entire iceberg biome. So that does make it a smidge harder in deciding as to where we're going to get our ice, but who knows, maybe I should take this thing for a spin at some point in a future video. Now that I have all the things for a basalt generator, including the soul sand, how do you make one of these things again? Let's do a quick little test just to see if I remember how to do it. So I think we need the ice there, the soul sand there, and then I think the lava there. And then does that create it? Nope. It is not creating it. What am I doing wrong? There's something obvious that I'm not doing right. Maybe it's the other way around. Let's try it the other way around. See if that's what we need to do. Soul sand, packed ice, and now does that work? Nope. Why would it work? No, let me pick it up. What am I? What? Why? Why is it not working? Does it need to be like coming from the side? Maybe is that what needs to happen? Nope. What? I honestly can't remember how you make one of these things. When in doubt, just ask Puffy how you make a basalt generator. Oh, it's soul soil, not soul sand. Well, there's me looking like an idiot right there. So I guess all we have to do is just find a soul soil biome, not a soul sand biome. I completely forgot what the name of that one biome is. You know the one I'm talking about, but I just can't remember. I can't remember what it's called. I think there's one just down here, right? Oh my goodness. There is a bajillion one gas. I think there's like one just sitting its way down here. Yep, the gas everywhere. Okay, yeah, I think there's just one just over here, so we don't have to travel too far, but still, I look like a total and complete idiot. Yep, I'm seeing the blue flames just over there. That doesn't mean that we have found what we are looking for. Now I think this should work. So something like this, something like the soul sand, something like that, something like this, and then this. Then will that? No. Why not? No. Why is it still not working? Maybe like before, I put it in backwards. So maybe it's this, and then this. Does that work? No. What am I doing wrong? Or is it blue ice? Is it blue ice? Or oh, my brain has just gone to mush. I don't know what I'm doing here. Well, it turns out that I am an idiot times 2, because instead of needing packed ice, you instead need blue ice. And now if we place the lava down, we should... There we go. That's... Okay. Finally figured it out. It took me about three brain fart moments, but we finally figured out how to make one of these. And so I'm gonna put one of them right down here, probably temporary, but just long enough so we can actually build this this one, I guess, Hitman Battle Arena. That's probably what I'll call it. And there we go. Everything seems to be coming right into place. So if I place in this lava, I think everything is done. So if we mine all the way back down here, it feels very, very tense when just standing right next to it. But it seems like it's working. Obviously, it's not the most prettiest thing in the world, but for a temporary little thing, it gets its job done. So I guess now that we have it, there's no point just having it sit here. So let's grind out for some basalt and then get everything else we need to start working on this Hitman Battle Arena. It's been about a full day, and in hindsight, I really should have time-lapsed that. But anyways, I want to incorporate some nether bricks and some blackstone into the design, as well as the basalts, just to mix it up a little bit, because I want to distinguish it just a little bit from the from the normal Hitman area. I never thought I'd be in a situation where I needed basalts again, but I guess here we are. But seriously, next season I need to do something that's not quite basalt or prismarine related, like, cause that's basically the main bulk of this one season, pretty much. Also, a little side note, I got the first vaccine dose, and I've just been exhausted these past few days, and that's probably one of the reasons why I didn't time-lapse it, because most of the times I just sat there thinking, what am I doing again? I feel like I'm lost, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I don't know what I'm doing, so yeah, lots of those times. But anyways, now that I have at least a smidge of energy right now, let's actually work on this one design for the Hitman Battle Arena. And to distinguish the majority of the outside of this to the main Hitman area, I'm going to have the outside sort of like a I guess a nether fortress, if you want to call it that, sort of having, you know, these giant walkways and pillars around the outside. But I want it to be different enough. So I really don't know how to explain this well, but you'll see what I mean soon enough. And much like the majority of things I've been building recently, this is completely freestyling. So this might look good, this might look terrible. We shall have to see and hope that it actually looks the way it is inside my head. So what do we think about this? Let's have a look. I think we're getting somewhere. I think we're actually getting somewhere. You can kind of see what I'm going for a little bit, like sort of like another fortress thing, but just different enough. So because I don't think I have quite enough netherrack to do this whole thing, let's just mark out this whole area and just get an idea as to how much space we're working with. All right, we have the majority of those small little pillar things around the place, but there's one thing that's slightly in the way, and that's this one hill. I don't want this hill. I think this hill needs to go. I think instead of it just being a huge arena, we should really build up some maybe terraforming and stuff. But I think just this one hill in the way, just it messes with just the overall shape of it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's in the way. I want to have my my own hills and terraforming and stuff. So this hill unfortunately has to go. This is a little bit better. Now that all the baselines are placed in place, let's actually start building up the entire outside of the arena. And once again, I don't think I'm gonna have quite enough netherrack. I only smelted about a full shulker box worth, but we should at least be able to do a little bit today to get things started. Oh, and you might have noticed these 5 block long ones compared to the 3 block long ones. Well, I kind of want to have I guess towers on every now and then inside this one arena. I guess to one, watch the action unfold, and also just to break it up a little bit, because just having the same old wall patterns all the way around would get just a little bit boring in my opinion. So having these should break it up just a bit. It's been a few hours, and like last time when I was gathering resources, why didn't I time-lapse this? I mean, granted, everything isn't done, but you get an idea as to where I was going. I even went back to go get more different types of netherrack. Like, why didn't I at least film this? I guess for today, my brain is telling me to build everything first and then film things later. But while I am filming, let's actually change out most of this ground with the basalt. Now, I was going to consider adding in some lava, but because this is going to be sort of a battleground place where you actually, fight to the literal death, I don't think that's going to be quite as good of an idea. So instead of that, do I have in here? Yeah, I'm going to be adding in, I guess, streams of magma blocks and blackstone around it, I guess, to sort of give it that feel. I don't know, if I could find a way in adding in lava in a way that wouldn't make everyone lose their items, then I will totally do that. But for now, let's just add in all this basalt. So I didn't fill in the whole area yet with basalt, but this kind of gives you an idea. But you might notice that this is very flat. It's just really, really flat. Well, do not worry. The final thing won't look quite as flat. But for now, I'm just basically changing out all the blocks with just with basalt. But I think now what we should try and do is actually build these magma rivers or something like that. It's basically, what the lava rivers are supposed to be, but because again, I don't want people to lose items, even if like I'm gonna be giving people items, I don't want people to really lose many things. And ooh, I just had an idea. What if we had like a volcano just right in the center or something like that? That way you can't just like shoot one person from another or something like that. Ooh, that would make sense too with this lava river. Okay, we definitely have to do that. But for now, let's just get in this magma river. Now that we have a general idea as to what these magma rivers are gonna look like, let's fly up and actually see what they look like. And okay, you kind of see what I mean. Like it's very, very small right now. Like it doesn't cover too much space, but I think it gives a general idea as to what it'll look like. But before we work more on the landscape of the area, let's actually work on these big one towers in every corner and in every center, because what I kind of want to have, maybe not the center ones, but on the edge ones, is maybe big towers, actually on all of those, but on the edge ones I want to have, I guess, flags on the side, or flowing in the wind, or you know what, I think my brain just does not want me to explain things properly today. I don't know what it is, but I'm having a hard time describing what I want to build today. But basically it's just gonna be towers, about 8 of them, and then about four big flags around the side. But first off, we need to extend them. I'll build one of them, and then I'll give you I guess a general idea as to what they'll look like. And there's what they look like. I'm considering maybe switching out the stairs with the slabs, because it looks, I don't know, it looks a little bit weird, but overall, that's what most of them are going to look like around the place. And after we switch that around like that, now let's actually work on adding this one flag in. And I didn't really plan out as to how high we should have this, but maybe something around here. Like, again, it doesn't need to be anything too high, but now it's the more difficult task of actually building this thing. And I am probably not famously, but I'm not that great at building flags. But you know what? You live and you learn. Is that the famous quote or something like that? I don't know. You try, you don't succeed, you do it over and over again until you do succeed. Is that how it goes? I don't know. I'm probably digging myself into a deeper and deeper hole. So let's just build the flag and see what it looks like. All right. Now, does this look good or does this look absolutely hideous? Let's Okay, you can kind of see it blowing in the wind. Like, I think it's going out and in a little bit too much, but I think, you know what? I think for what I'm trying to do, that's not that's not too bad. I'm saying that very uncertainly because my brain just is not cooperating too well today. But you know what? Let's start adding in some of these other towers. While my brain is somewhat functioning somewhat well, let's actually add in a few more of these towers. And with that, we have the second tower pretty much done. And if we have a look, yeah, it looks pretty much the same minus the flag. Because again, having too many flags, I think would not quite look that good. And I would love to continue working on this one huge Hitman battle area, but three little problems. First off, this video is set to release in just a couple hours, so I gotta get this thing edited pretty soon. Second off, pretty much run out of the majority of my resources for this. And third off, my brain just has not cooperated pretty much this entire episode with the basalt generator, with finding the nether rack, nether bricks, with time-lapsing, or the lack of time-lapsing. Just something about my mental state has just not been with me today. But hopefully next episode I'll be a little bit more there upstairs. But yeah, for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.